Welcome to this sneak peek video on collaborative business planning. Collaboration is a buzzword, and for many retail and vendor organizations, it's somewhere in their business strategies for 2015. But is there really a plan on how to get there? There are several requirements to internally prepare for collaboration. Without this internal preparation, your collaborative efforts will be limited. And it's not an initiative that's only going to take a few months to achieve. It's a new way to approach your business with many strategic considerations. This video will give you a snippet from our certified online course on collaborative business planning, which will help you to think more strategically about what you need to do in your collaborative endeavors. Enjoy the course. Here are the learning objectives for the accredited course. I'll only cover some of these objectives in this course preview. You will have the opportunity to purchase this course if you're interested in achieving all of these learning objectives. I'll give you details of how to do this at the end of the video. The market is changing every day. Consolidations are happening, both for consumer packaged goods and for retailers. Drugstores are selling fresh food, while food stores and convenience stores are selling prepared meals. Retailers and vendors are selling in the omni-channel, and there's more data. Global retailers are expanding. Walgreens is now a prominent retailer in Europe. The shopper is changing, much more educated, and they know what they want, driven by the internet. The consumer in North America is getting older, more diverse, and greater divides between the haves and the have-nots. The changing market and shopper has resulted in changing partner needs and expectations between retailers and vendors. Resources are limited due to downsizing for both retailers and vendors, while requirements have increased due to increased data complexity and the more complex shopper. Finally, the Category Management Association has developed industry certification, which has also led to increased access to training for both retailers and vendors. At the end of the day, all of these changes have resulted in the need for a new, more collaborative approach to category management. When you look at the traditional sales approach, it needs to change. A simplified version of this traditional approach is when internal teams research and analyze the consumer and market opportunities, resulting in marketing plans that include new products and new ways to connect to their brand consumers. Sales puts a spin on the initiative and develops a presentation to sell into retailers. The category manager or buyer at the retailer listens to the opportunity presented by the vendor and makes decisions based on internal retailer processes and decision-making. So what's the issue with this more traditional sales approach? It doesn't consider the retailer or their shoppers' needs. The opportunity is to move to a more collaborative approach between retailer and vendor partners. In a perfect collaborative world, retailers and vendors would work together to find shopper solutions that align with their internal organizational goals and objectives. Moving to a more collaborative approach requires many different elements, including trust, resources, data, aligned strategies, and other elements. To get there, the first step is to strategically prepare your organization internally for collaboration. And that's exactly what we'll be covering in this webinar. When we were researching collaboration, we found this great quote from Eric Schmidt of Google. In net, collaboration isn't about a group getting along and having nice conversations. We then found a great definition that we then modified for category management. In net, collaboration is highly diversified teams working together inside and outside a company with the purpose to create value by improving innovation, customer relationships, and efficiency, while leveraging technology for effective interactions in the virtual and physical space. We've been heavily involved in collaboration over the past several years and even created our own collaboration model. Just like there are tiers of category management, there are also levels of collaboration to consider. The requirements for collaboration include data and tools, research, and personnel. In Level 1 collaboration, there's limited access to data, limited shopper and market research, and limited or non-dedicated resources required with one-to-one types of relationships. The output from Level 1 collaboration is tactical or transactional solutions. In Level 2, there's more access to data and research, and there are some dedicated resources across functions with some multifunctional relationships. The output from this level of collaboration is strategic category solutions. In the highest level of collaboration, there is rich data, advanced shopper and market research, and extensive and well-trained personnel across a multifunctional team. The output from this level of collaboration is shopper-focused solutions. Based on this model, not all collaboration is created equal. Consider what level of collaboration is your organization at and where you want to be. Many organizations have collaboration as a pillar in their overall strategic plan, but haven't clearly defined who, what, or how they will get there. Here are the things that we will cover in this course. Our overall objective is to consider your internal organizational strategies and processes and find out how or what needs to be changed to move to a more collaborative approach with retailers and vendor partners. Retailers have some strategic choices to make from category related to their target consumer. Walks you through the format that they plan to use course and the basis for competitive differentiation. It's the first step in developing a category plan. These strategies need to be clear and concise, and typically come across in the form of principles, guidelines, and processes. Once the retailer strategy has been developed, senior management needs to communicate the strategies, including rules, principles, and processes for decision-making. Internally, the communications need to include multifunctional teams, including category management, retail operations, logistics, as well as other departments that need to understand the strategies. They also need to communicate externally to vendors, not sharing all strategies, but giving them guidelines on what's important to understand about the retailer. In more collaborative partnerships, retailers and vendors will share more strategic information than in a less collaborative one. Vendors also have to make strategic choices and plan internally, very similar to retailers, and once again have a set of principles, guidelines, and processes embedded in the organization to ensure that they're understood and executed. Sometimes vendors can forget to define some of their overall strategies, including the necessary guidelines and processes, and allow their priorities and choices to be driven by the business development teams. We've now given you a glimpse of our certified course on collaboration. There are many options for you to choose from if you're interested in purchasing this course. The online course is available for purchase through Our House, which is Category Management Knowledge Group's state-of-the-art online training center. If you'd prefer, we can also run a private webinar for up to 200 people for a cost of $3,000, or a live session at a national or team meeting. If you're from a larger organization where many people would want to access the course, we can also make the course available for your use within your own internal learning management system. Your choices are limitless. But completing the course may not be enough. The next step to collaboration is to prepare your multifunctional team for collaboration. Not everyone on your multifunctional team needs all of the same training. The opportunity is to have a common set of courses that become a strategic foundational program based on topics that will create a consistent and aligned approach and understanding across the organization. Next, additional courses should be defined that are common within a specific department, so that they can increase knowledge in the topic areas most relevant to their department's responsibilities. And finally, curriculum should be refined based on the roles and responsibilities within different roles in the department. Category Management Knowledge Group can work with you to help set up your curriculum that achieves all 3 levels of training for your organization. So where do you go from here? If you're interested in purchasing the certified course or working with us to help you determine multifunctional training opportunities for your organization that will ultimately lead to internal preparation for collaboration with your retail or vendor partners, please contact us. We don't believe in a one-size-fits-all approach, and we'll consult with you to ensure that what we deliver meets your specific needs and business issues. We hope to hear from you soon. Have an excellent day and happy collaborating.